Hi, welcome to another episode of Hot Takes. The number of people who have signed on to universal credit but who are not required to work has grown by over 1 million. This is just in a year. It's the biggest rise since the pandemic. 1.1 million people have been added to the list. This is from the Department of Work and Pensions figures that show that 48.7% of all claimants, just over 4 million, are in this category. Now that's up from 36.3% in October 2023. Over a 10% rise. The most recent rise of 159,854 in total UC claimants between September and October, 1 month, is the largest monthly hike since the height of the pandemic in June 2020. That's money coming out of the system but not going in because they're just taking without giving. A Department of Work and Pension spokesman said the number of people receiving universal credit has been increasing as we have invited tens of thousands of people each month to move from legacy benefits as they become phased out. Surely you should be inviting them to get off their asses and get a job. We're determined to get more people off welfare and into work. Well, not while you keep pumping out all this welfare money. Hey, go and get a job. Here's some money while you're not working. How about go and get a job? Here's some food vouchers that can be only exchanged for food, not phones, tattoos and alcohol. He said they're determined to get more people off work and off welfare into work. That's why we're stepping up our plan to get Britain working with the most ambitious employment reforms in a generation. And that's all very good. So at the same time as you're introducing employment reforms, you're also bringing in the Workers' Rights Bill, which is going to destroy jobs. You're also taxing the country to the hilt, which is going to destroy jobs. And so it doesn't matter what you say about getting people to work. Fine. But there's no jobs. They want to modernise job centres. You're going to have to increase the number of them first, and providing tailored support through the Connect to Work programme. Every young person who's been on the universal credit for 18 months without earning or learning will also be offered guaranteed paid work through our youth guarantee. So we're back to the YTS of the early 80s, where you're going to send kids out to work at very, very low slave wages, below the minimum wage. The country's going to pay for it. And then at the end of their 18 months placement, they're back on the dole for the rest of their lives. Except it won't happen this time because employers aren't going to hire 18-year-olds. Not a chance in hell. Labour, destroying jobs for 100 years. Thanks very much. Bye.